Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Alpha 321.1 has just released to the experimental PTU, and it is a killer of a patch. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for the support. It is truly appreciated. So, not only is Pyro now on the Tech Preview channel, which is an absolute blast and a bloodbath, so do be warned, but Alpha 321.1 has just released to the EPTU channel, which brings with it some crazy updates and very important quality of life improvements. Now, before we get to it, apologies for the lack of actual in-game footage. I had a power cut yesterday that lasted all day long, so I'm a little bit behind on the videos. But to start with, the testing focus for Alpha 321.1 is the ship trespass updates, data heist defend mission, the new player experience now being implemented at New Babbage, a vehicle headlight refactor, finally, the Crusader Spirit C1 and the ARGO SRV, the new tractor beam update including ship tractor beams and the dedicated FPS tractor beam, a huge FPS AI behavior integration, ground radar sensitivity updates, and movement tweaks to the Tumbrel Nova Tonk. So a lot of stuff. Let us start by addressing the tractor beams. Now, this update is currently in a partial state, and there is quite a few issues with the various tractor beams available. However, the C1 Spirit tractor beam is in the best shape to test. Other tractor beams, including the SRV, are having issues, as well as the Nomad, the Cutlass Black, 315P, Caterpillar, and Hull C tractor beams. They're also having issues, so they will obviously bug fix and get these rectified. So a major feature in itself that will just help to expand all areas of the verse, and I cannot wait to see what we can do with the SRV when more missions come along. Now, for the ship trespass feature, I won't delve into this too much, as we have already heard a lot about how this will work, but that should now be implemented, and it will really help to push the game into the intended direction. So great to see that this has made its way in, and it'll be interesting to see if there's much more in way of balancing for this, as I'm sure it will have a lot of edge cases. Now, the data heist mission, both lawful and unlawful variants utilizing these underground facilities were also implemented, where the player needs to fight off waves of enemies while maintaining the server's cooling. Glad to see that there is lawful and unlawful, as this will be fun for all players. Now, for the FPS AI behaviors, they have actually integrated a good chunk of the work that they did for Squadron 42 into the persistent universe, and they have been polishing and working on this outside of Star Citizen's release builds for quite a while now, and this, it says, will vastly improve overall difficulty, reaction times, animations, behaviors, and other traits, and make combat with them a much more dangerous and rewarding experience. Now, this is very exciting news, and I am so happy to finally see all of this AI work coming in, because we have been reading about this for months on the monthly reports. However, in 321.1, the AI will still be affected by the server degradation, so there may be some servers, or most servers, I don't know, where we won't see them fully flourishing, but with the replication layer on its way, I'm hoping that we will see it come into the Tech Preview channel once Pyro testing is done, and this should help somewhat. And in regards to things like armistice zones, one of the reasons why piracy is so easily done, especially in Pyro now, is because the NPCs, in terms of FPS, cannot defend themselves. In places like Pyro's space stations, for example, it is great that there is no armistice zones there, because it makes Pyro dangerous, but the gangs that reside there should be able to defend their own stations, which they can't right now. Now, this also might mean that the artificial weapon restrictions will disappear and have the NPCs actually fighting off those shooting in locations, even in Stanton as well. Anyway, moving on, we also have the new player experience now pushed to New Babbage. This is a full update like we saw with ArcCorp's Area 18, with new signage and other changes to make the mission flow better through the location, as well as additional shops and a full lighting polish pass. Now, this will be rolled out eventually to all landing locations, just to help all the new players get to grips with the game, and for New Babbage in particular, this also has the new addition of the Kelto store, which is en route to the ship locations, so a very handy addition. One other great update is the Ground Radar Sensitivity Edition. Basically, different radars can see ground vehicles from different ranges, and this includes a full balance pass on the ground vehicle emissions, and also adds the ability for ground vehicles using missile operator mode to target lock other ground vehicles. So great to see this stuff making its way in. However, I am yet to do any testing, so please do let me know in the comments below if you have seen anything worth noting. And another quality of life update is the vehicle headlight refactor. The teams have reworked every vehicle in the persistent universe, and this has been done to create a more consistent look and functionality across each manufacturer, with the headlight intensity, distance cast, and colour based on the vehicle size and manufacturer, which means each vehicle will fall into 6 different size categories, ranging from size 1 being a 500 meter cast range to size 6 being a 3,000 meter headlight cast distance, which is pretty impressive. And again, this is a major quality of life improvement, and I'm very happy to see they have not just added better lighting, but they have set them apart from one another based on the manufacturer and size of the ship. So really looking forward to checking out how this looks in game, but a big thumbs up with that one. And finally, for the Tumbril Nova movement tweaks, they have adjusted minimum and maximum track friction and steering stiffness. So this is likely thanks to the Tank Royale game mode in Arena Commander, and again, yet to try it myself, but all of these improvements are definitely heading in the right direction. There was also 18 bug fixes, 8 client crashes fixed and 3 server crashes fixed, plus a couple of other smaller updates including underground facility ledge, cover and navigation improvement polish pass, so likely just some quality of life improvements for the underground facilities, and the Siege of Orison global event was reactivated. So that is a bit of a monster of a new patch, and this is likely the patch for the IAE. I believe the halls are now available in-game to check out at the TOBII Center, which is New Babbage. They don't have the ships yet, and there does look to be quite a few new ships coming in, but you can check out the location for yourself. It is great to see CIG continuing on with this patch of bringing more quality of life updates, fixing issues that we've been suffering from for such a long time, and as well fixing many long-standing bugs. Things are finally making a lot of headway, and I am so excited to see Star Citizen expand big time. Also, with many teams now moving over to the persistent universe from Squadron 42, and a lot of the work done on Squadron coming over, this does feel like we are stepping into a bit of a new era with Star Citizen, and those floodgates appear to be finally opening up, and I am here for it. But with that said, if you do appreciate my videos, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Also, come and hang out over at twitch.tv/supermacbrother. I should be live tomorrow, most likely checking out 321.1, because I don't think Pyro is available for that time slot of my stream, but I am working on more Pyro videos. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Cannot do this without you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.